It is the coolest Ghoul school.
It's the only Ghoul school we've got, but it's also the coolest one. So, Bald Nate, and I'm joined by the
Big Mike 1983, of course, because why not?
Except no substitutes.
Right?
But it's our first KONOT of this marathon event. We got the Ghoul School Knockout one night only tournament, and we've got quite the roster of racers. I think we got a pretty good mix of folks that have known this game. I mean, I'm sorry, that had played this game before this tournament was announced. But I think we got some new names that learned this run just for this race. So that's cool.
Yeah. A lot of people have been looking at the tutorials, which are very helpful. Fortunately, I did not have enough time to learn it this year, but that's your benefit because now I'm on comms.
Yeah, same here. But and also, I mean, not only did we have the excellent tutorial from White Hat, our JKL, one of the racers, also made like an advanced strat tutorial. So there is now more tutorial material because of this tournament. So even, I mean, obviously it's too late to join the tournament now, but if you were still interested in picking this up, maybe you watch the races and you're like, whoa, I gotta get me some of this. Now you got 2 tutorials to look at.
Right? It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, let's check. Keep my eye on the race channel to see when our racers are ready to go.
So I believe we are going to be doing just one elimination per race. And yeah, it's JKL saying in chat, he doesn't think nobody is going for sub 440 strats. We'll see what happens. Somebody could get lucky. This game has a lot of zips. It's got some walking behind the walls, tomfoolery, and a sandwich to save the day.
Sandwich. And also, and for those of you that are familiar with the run, we'll get to see what strats make for good race day strats, as opposed to perhaps, all-out world record strats.
And everybody in chat that uses FFZ, go ahead and refresh, and you will find a new, shiny Electro Brain emote for your spamming during the races.
Oh, enter the Electro Brain. It's almost a Pepsi logo, but not quite.
Right?
It's Pepsi inspired. We'll put it that way.
Pepsi-esque.
Pepsi-esque. I like it. Okay, and we have seen in the Discord the Go code has been given to the racer, but so we'll be seeing them start shortly after a brief stream delay. And as always, official race timing comes from RGL's own Discord race bot.
Our magical race bot.
So Mike and I will relate the final standings, and you'll see them on screen as timed by the race bot. Very spooky. Okay, I see.
And there we go. So first thing you're going to notice is they are going to be damage boosting off of these big monsters. Some of them, they may be waiting for them to jump, and others, they are going to be hiding inside of a locker. A couple of them, they do need to flat out kill by beating to death with a bat. So GG, starting with a nice weapon.
I do enjoy the character designs here.
Yeah, the character designs are great. Yeah, the whole thing with damage boosting is like, for me, it's I just can't do it. It's like taking damage. What if I need that health?
Mike,
you really have to, because it saves precious time in Ghoul School.
In some games, taking the damage boost is easier than trying to play it quote as intended. Okay, so JKL has a towel.
He's already in the locker room trying to avoid the little green Frankensteins. They do a decent amount of damage. Straight to the gym, avoid the bouncing blobs. Yeah, the first part of this game is basically running towards the gym where you pick up the spring shoes. These big weight-tossing aliens can do a lot of damage if you touch them directly, so you really want to just focus on dodging their attacks, and looks like JKL actually took a death to get back to the beginning of the room.
Yeah, a little death warp there. That's pretty sharp.
But right around, yeah, when you get to the gym is where you really need to make sure you have enough health and not touch the weightlifting aliens directly. You will take less damage getting hit by the thrown weights than by touching them directly. Some people will do the mini death warp, other people will just skedaddle back to the door to get out. And yeah, so they are starting to do some zips. Zips are a key component to this game. And we're eventually going to get to the big zip. JKL is bouncing to the door to allow this. I believe that is a frame perfect.
There we go. Here comes the first zip. Oh, not. Okay, second try zip.
Oh, there they go. So just zipping right through the top of this, saving a lot of time and not having to deal with taking out a bunch of enemies. You'll know some users, some players like Enemy right now are currently behind the wall. There's a trick you can do, hiding in a locker, to let you walk behind walls. This basically allows you to avoid enemies and do some cool tricks.
JKL skipping that. As you can tell, the player sprite's still in the foreground.
And there we have Fire Broth just getting into the door. We've got everybody hopping. Lots of hopping in the spring shoes.
Well, you got to. You got to.
Saves you a nice amount of time.
Oh, we had 3 people zipping in unison, but not in the same place in the game. That's okay. That's okay.
I do believe, too, while zipping, they have to control their speed. I think if you go full speed on the zips, you basically tear something apart.
You tear something apart. Is it space-time?
No, it's not space-time.
No.
Maybe lunchtime.
Oh, don't tear the fabric at lunchtime. Speaking of lunchtime, you can see all 4 heroes on stream carrying a sandwich. The sandwich is important, as you will see coming up somewhat soon on JKL's screen, I'm thinking.
Yep. Yeah, the sandwich is going to be what lets them kind of... I don't exactly know how it counts as beating the game, but there's a barrier that the sandwich is able to dissipate.
A good sandwich can break down barriers, Mike.
A magic sandwich.
The Berg. Okay, JKL at the final boss.
So knocking him out, tossing the sandwich, saving the girl.
Took a few sandwiches to get there, but there we are.
All right.
So as with previous KONOTs in recent history, for each round we will be showing in the upper left corner a sampling of folks in leaderboard order. So, for this first round we had JKL, who has the fastest time on the leaderboard, but the other 3 will be, so to speak, on the other end of that seating. So you get to see folks that are closer to the proverbial bubble. But remember, it's a KONOT. It only takes one mistake, one slip up.
Any given Saturday.
Any given Saturday. It is Saturday.
It is. I think.
Ghosts are escaping.
Why they're in a school on a Saturday, I'll never know. Maybe it's
So
detention.
This was all an exorcism?
Maybe. And then the hero, cruelly rejected by the heroine, but respecting her choices like a true gentleman.
Good. That's why it's the cool school.
That is why it's the cool school.
Respect is cool. Okay, all 4 players on stream have completed, and in the Discord, the race bot is registered. A lot of folks have finished, so we pretty soon we should have our update for this round.
We are coming up on finishing. Let's see how the race is going.
Okay, I have seen all racers have registered their .duns, but I'll wait. I won't spoil the results until they are on screen.
Yep. Results will be coming up shortly.
And Ms. is right. Consistency wins the day, at least in the early rounds. Because as the field thins, suddenly you discover, is consistent and just a little bit slower going to be good enough? You got to judge the remaining runners.
And this isn't even the right game, but I still want to see a hot drop.
A hot drop. Every KONOT is a chance for the hot drop.
A hot drop.
The hot drop.
Get me Yells Rake.
Yes. Yells, we have a mission for you to discover a Stratton Ghoul school that will be called the Hot Drop.
Alright, last racer finished up, so we should be transitioning to the results shortly. Yeah, so we had 10 people enter. We will be doing 1 person out a round, I think.
Yes, yeah. For a run this short, and for the number of entrants we have, we will stick to single eliminations. I believe we'll be having a slightly accelerated elimination system for the Castlevania KONOT coming up after this.
Yep, at least to begin. I know.
Yes, that's usually what we
like do. The top 8 we usually will do 1, but until then we gotta, especially for a bit of a longer run like Castlevania.
Right. And when you have more entrants. It's a flexible format, the KONOT.
Yep.
But we try to make sure that as the KONOT progresses, that they all sort of converge on a familiar elimination format.
Uh-oh, JKL might know a hot drop.
Oh.
Alright, bear with us for 1 minute. Slight technical difficulties. But if the school's haunted, so is everything else. Ooh, sub-pixel and frame perfect.
That's it. It's the hot drop.
Well, that's perfect, JKL, because the actual hot drop is stupid to do. From Yells Rake and other Marble Madness runners.
And I think this one sounds like it might be a bit showy.
Yeah.
So really, it crosses all the check boxes.
It's got to have
here we
swag,
go.
It's got to be showy, and we have our results. Unfortunately, Decimus will be leaving us first today. Decimus apparently fell through the floor. That is the bad hot drop. That is the cold drop.
That's the coldest of drops. Sorry, Decimus, but thank you
Yes,
for playing
thank
with us
you
today.
for joining. I saw you were getting some practice in. Next year, though. Next year.
But looking at the times, we've got a good spread of times here.
We
JKL
do.
leading the pack, 7 seconds over the 5-minute mark.
But looking at some racers' commentary in the chat, it looks like a wrong zip can basically do a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
So don't wrong zip.
Yeah, or keep your eyes peeled as we progress. Because, in this one, it seemed like we had the folks on stream. It was JKL, but then the other three seemed to, I won't say they were in complete sync, but they sort of followed very similar progression of strats and going through the different maneuvers they had selected. Maybe we'll start to see the effects of zipping pratfalls. Okay, we've got.
All right, racers
looks like all of our
readying up.
Yep, all of the racers have readied up, but we will be commencing the next round shortly. As always, big shout outs to the person producing this race, wrangling the racers, controlling the streamulator and the leaderboard. Our own Virus returns. Thank you, Virus.
Alright, first error in chat is here, so it's time to fire up our secret Monster Party KONOT. Nobody knew that was coming.
I agree to tell Amelia JKL should try out the stupid hot drop early to show it off.
Yes! Give us the swag.
Doesn't lose much time. Could try it this run. So I see lots of familiar names in chat. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Not just one KONOT. We've got back-to-back KONOTs. The audacity.
Back to back.
Okay, the countdown has begun in the Discord channel, so, in about half a minute, the race should begin. Okay. And this time, our featured top of the leaderboard runner is Smart Alec, the 24th. And then, on the bubble, Fire Broth, E Bloody Candy, and Kha'Zix.
And off they go. Doing some more de-boosting. Beating alien monsters with bats. Alright. I guess these are monsters, not aliens. Maybe they're both ghost aliens?
Monster ghost aliens.
Monster ghost aliens.
Just all of them. All of them together. Oh, the greatest horror of all has afflicted us. The purple screen.
The purple screen.
Ooh.
Because Twitch needs to get its direct hits, its direct clicks, it needs them.
This is, oh, okay, and he's back. So you might notice different folks are going through the weight room slightly differently. Some folks will kill both aliens, others will do a hopping maneuver over the barbells to get over one of the aliens, or at least try to.
Oh, we take a death. The Kha'Zix, it looks like.
Yeah,
the alien.
So the weightlifting aliens are giving him the business. Okay, makes it past alien 1. But
you'll notice when they are attacking, they're doing a bit of like a back and forth motion. This allows them to attack faster.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Speaking of
Puts
different
a little hip
approaches,
swang on it.
you know, you got to. It's all in the hips. The snapping with the towel. If you're not doing it with the hips, you might as well not even be swinging. Another fork in the road, so to speak, is in the basketball gym. You'll see some runners will just time their movement to not be hit by the basketballs, but others, very early in the room, you can hop up and snap the scoreboard with your towel, and it despawns all of the basketball blob thingamabobs.
Takes a little bit extra time, but then it lets you kind of cruise through without, fear of getting hit by the bouncing blobs. Eat Bloody Candy, now getting spring shoes. And looks like going to the right to take the Death Boost.
Well, we got a zip. We got a background zip from Kazakhs. You can see here.
Smart
2 of the
Alex.
on-stream are behind.
Yeah, let's see. So we've got 2 that are in the backyard, or back end, so to speak. Starting to do the zips.
We'll call it the backyard now. I like that.
The backyard.
The backyard of invincibility.
Yep.
First area it would complement your already well-packed array of horror-themed speedruns.
It would. So we're hoping nobody does, but we are keeping an eye open for somebody going full speed during a zip and just completely losing it, which is bad. There are also a couple of wrong doors you can take up in the ductwork, and I do believe there's a unkillable monster or 2 if you take it the wrong path. So don't do that.
An unkillable monster? Sounds like a real monster.
Ah, it does. Yeah, if you do want to learn this game, you were saying earlier, White Hat has a great tutorial for it. It's about 15 minutes, so it's not entirely a game that takes a very long time to first learn, but it is hard to master. Because some of these timings are very, very, very precise.
But at least from what I've seen, a lot of the tricks do allow you to retry them.
Correct.
As long as you don't, as we've said, as long as you don't tear the fabric of space lunchtime by zipping too fast, it's all generally okay. Okay, and we see our first on-stream boss fight. Kazakhs. Wait, what? What is Kazakhs doing?
I don't know. He's in the pit with the sandwich.
He's gone. He's gotten burger poisoning. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay, got it.
Rescuing the fair maiden.
Oh, and we see Smart Alec also. Wrapping up the game. We got Fire Broth and Eat Bloody Candy. They're cruising. It's just fascinating to me, this whole, like, you glitch, you go into a locker and you glitch it out to where you're in the background, you're in the backyard of invincibility, just for like the rest of the game, and that I don't know, that's fascinating to me, that sort of persistent sort of glitch.
Unfortunately, our brave hero never makes it back out from behind the walls and must live the rest of his existence untouchable by all.
You could do worse than the backyard of invincibility. Okay, Fire Broth secures the rescue. Eat Bloody Candy just getting into the final room. Oh, gets a
Beautiful
one burger.
arc on that sandwich.
Well, dear. That's That's a beautiful sandwich toss.
I mean, you know the best pitch for a sandwich, right?
What's that?
A slider.
Nice. Nice. Oh no, Mike has become muted permanently.
Oh no!
So, as you might suspect, here it is. Everyone's done, and Enemy TV has been eliminated. Thank you, RGL Zone Enemy TV, for racing with us today, but you have been eliminated. Let's take a look here. JKL coming in with a 502 new KONOT PB. Fastest run of the KONOT.
Yeah, no sub fours yet, but I do expect we will be seeing some, especially in the later rounds when those last couple runners really got to turn up the heat.
Yep. Also, I feel like from both JKL and Smart Aleck, it certainly looks like they are doing strats that could get them sub 5. So, would not be surprised if we see more than one sub 5. But who knows? It's a tricky game. So the runners are stealing their nerves. Getting ready for another round. I'm definitely of the school of thought of immediately jump into the next round. Leave no time.
If you take too long of a break, you're gonna lose your nerves. That adrenaline dump is gonna just knock you out.
Or in my case, my hands will get cold. Need to keep my hands warmed up. Okay, I've seen all of the runners have readied up, so I expect the countdown will be commencing shortly. Let's appreciate like this intro screen and the ending screen. In my opinion, these are both high quality. High quality NES landscapes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's call them for what they are. They are landscapes.
This is a game I had never heard of until I saw some people speedrunning it.
Yeah,
so
it's
I don't know if you did, but yeah, I never heard of this back in the day.
Nope, I never heard of it until one of these events, and it's I think it was the Electro Brain thing. Either that or it just came out after the heyday of me renting video games from a local tape lending shop. Okay, in Discord, the runners have been given the go code, so.
All right, yeah, we
shortly
up here shortly.
The Electro Brain
out in chat.
Yeah, get all those Electro Brains out. The original Daft Punk. Electro Brain doesn't need a partner.
Better, harder, faster. Ghoul School.
Ghoul School.
And away they go. I will admit, the music is it's one of those earbugs. It just really gets you. You'll find yourself humming it randomly later after watching the game.
Yeah, you'll be going about your normal weekend business. You'll lose track of time. You'll open your eyes, find your arms up to the elbows coated in blood. Not sure if it's your blood or else, but you'll be humming the Ghoul School theme.
It's true.
Just normal weekend stuff.
If anyone knows, Matlock knows.
Matlock has secrets.
So yeah, for this race, we have moved to Kong Cakes, Cheese Viking Games, Crab Cakes, that's right. This race has 2 cakes in it, and E Bloody Candy.
Cakes, candy, and Viking games?
And cheese. This is a food-based race now.
It's more like food school. Okay.
Hey! See, that's what happens when you tear apart the fabric of lunchtime.
Yep.
But, as you can see in this game, just like in normal high school, showers are damaging.
No one belongs in the shower room.
Hit the showers before the showers hit you.
Kong Cakes gets the death warp. Is out of there. It looks like Crab Cakes is just a little bit ahead of Kong Cakes. It's the cakes versus cakes.
Which one will be the delicious cake and which one will be stuck as red velvet? We'll find out.
Looks like we've got 3 of the 4 runners have retreated to the backyard of invincibility.
They all do have the spring shoes, though.
Okay, and E-Bloody Candy has also entered the backyard.
I have now started a
Burst
red
taking the
velvet
sheet.
cake war in chat, which was my goal all along, because it is the worst. Overrated.
I get that. I get that. I have no animosity towards Red Velvet Cake, but I have to admit, after having it several times, I was confused why it got. It gets a lot of hype.
Too much hype.
It's not the fault of the cake, because the cake is an inanimate object, and therefore not worthy of that attribution of fault.
You hope it's an inanimate object.
Well, I don't know. I don't know these things. I know nothing of the baking occult arts. Oh, maybe you could smoke a red velvet cake. Maybe smoked red velvet cake is the next frontier.
No.
Oh no.
I bet you could smoke a cheesecake. That'd be pretty good.
Smoked cheesecake. Perhaps with applewood, cherry wood. Maybe even just a touch of mesquite. Anto likes to smoke before eating the red velvet cake.
Alright, so we have 2 people back in the ducks. We've got E-Bloody Candy and Kong Cakes hopping around, still doing the zips.
I don't think I've seen anyone ever play this without, like, casually, so to speak. So I have no idea, like, what the...
Oh, that's a good point. Neither have I.
Like, I don't know what this game would normally look like. Like, is it a terrible slog? Is it just like maybe, like a 20-minute game instead of...
I don't know. I'll have to...
what we're seeing?
Let me look it up and see if I can see.
Is it one of those games that's nigh unbeatable, played casually?
It could be.
Hey, and we see Crab Cakes clinch the finish. Of course, we won't know the standings until everyone is finished.
Per speedrun.com, for all the hate it's getting, at least has told me that the glitchless Ghoul School run is 12 minutes and 47 seconds.
12, wow, so almost twice as long.
Yep.
Actually, no, more, almost 3 times as long. That's okay. I mean, you leave out all the zips. You leave out the invincibility. Kong cakes.
We have the sandwich rescue. Let's
Okay.
see. Everyone finished in.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yep.
I think we're about to
Results
have
should be on screen shortly.
any moment now. Yeah, glitch less.
Right?
Defer. And in a turn of events, Kong cakes are featured third place runner eliminated. Thank you for playing Kong cakes. But here is our first sub 5 of the race with JKL with a 4:53. Spicy.
That is getting to be on a spicy pace.
But we've still got a pretty good spread of finishing times here, with JKL 7 seconds under the 4-minute mark, and then Bloody Candy are now on the bubble, 3 seconds shy of 6 minutes. So about a minute of spread right now. Yeah, casual sub 5.
Casual.
Antel asks, if you fold a pizza, is it a sandwich?
I don't know.
If I fold a paper airplane, is it a sandwich? Is a calzone a sandwich? Wrap a sandwich? BBC, hanging tough. If you fold a pizza, it's a calzone. Enemy speaking authoritatively on the subject. From the birthplace of the calzone.
Once you start getting in there, madness awaits you, because eventually you're going to start calling Pop-Tarts ravioli, and your life unravels before your very eyes.
It's food, and that's enough. That's true. As a kid, there was like this idea. Oh, here we'll have open-faced sandwich. What was it?
Well, see, an open-faced sandwich is not a sandwich. That is just a pile of food.
Yes, a pile of food is a fine thing. Sure, cereal is soup. I think we should be even more reductionist. The taco versus sandwich controversy is not bold enough. We should be even more extreme. There should only be anything you eat with a spoon is soup. Anything you eat with the hands is a sandwich.
Using milk, I think you have to classify cereal as a bisque.
A bisque? Oh, a bisque is a soup. No. Eliminate categories. You must produce categories. And they're off. Are edibles food? I mean, if you're lucky. For whatever reason, I look at these screens, these folks racing, and what stands out to me most is I just love the variation in the colors. On JKL screen, it's almost like bright red, raspberry eyeball.
Saturation are great, and this is a very colorful game, despite being, Ghoul School.
And they're all in a variety of fruit colors. Good grape eyeball, humanoid eyeballs. I'm curious if the game has any sort of like explanation for what these creatures are. Did they have they always been here? Is it like a terror from the deep situation, or are they newcomers to our planet?
puberty really hits some people harder than others.
That's true. The third eye opens. Toad knows all about the terror from the deep.
Indeed. Toad wakes up in a cold sweat. The only thing he can remember is 99% chance to hit. And it misses.
Oh, what's going on here? I don't think I've ever seen this yet. Oh, no, okay. This is it.
Yep, eat bloody candy using the hip whip strats.
Hip whip.
As you do. Hip whip.
The whip.
Yeah, you will lose a little bit of time dying, but I mean, really, once you're past the initial onslaught of alien monsters, you are pretty good to go with health the rest of the run.
Yeah, Roger grilled. And his so-called grilled cheese.
Oh, we got a little iffy with the zippy there.
The iffy zippy. What's a grilled cheese and what's a nut? I'll admit it. I like a tuna melt.
Well then, enemy, what's your answer? Where is the line, damn it? 'Cause if there is no line, what are we doing here?
Oh, good. We've got people co-signing the tuna melts are good. Yeah. Also, like to here's my secret on the you make the tuna salad. A lot of people, they add the pickle relish, maybe even cut up some pickles. Maybe onion. I know there's some people that don't. I'm not a fan of the onion. The onion's optional, but dice up apple. Throw that in there. Crisp texture, a little bit of tartness. Try it next time.
Well, you know what they say, if you don't like onion, you're not a fun one. Whoever they is.
Yeah. Doesn't rhyme. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of diced apple in the tuna salad.
We could start bringing Japan into this with like corn on pizza.
Corn.
Let's just
okay with corn.
break it all down, man.
I'm okay with corn on a lot of stuff. To be fair, took me a while, but what was the best one? Corn on a tostada. I could see corn on pizza working well. But if you're talking about pizzas, Nate's special pizza but the toppings are home-cured pastrami and homemade kimchi.
Ooh.
Put that on a pizza. Oh. It's savory, spicy, just a little bit of tartness. Obviously with, the cheese and the other stuff. And 3 of the 4 runners have completed. Of the on-stream runners. Eat Bloody Candy Working it.
Candy on his way.
Finish
There's
strong.
The boss. Destroyed with sandwiches.
Sandwich strats on the boss. I'll tell you what, if you gave me 12 burgers, I'd probably pass out too. Greek salad, yeah, Greek. I'm pretty sure salad is just a term for stuff assembled together in a bowl that you eat with a fork. And Bloody Candy has been eliminated. Thank you for joining the race. An excellent showing so far. And let's JKL smoking hot with a 439.
But we now have 2 sub-4s on the board.
Yeah, it's getting spicy, folks.
Runs are heating up.
2 sub-5s in the same race. 3 sub-5s total so far. But we still got, just a little bit more than a minute of dynamic range on the runs continuing. So we'll see. I'm sorry, there is no game found for Ghoul School. Runners are readying up for the next round. No rest.
Back up. So
We have 6 runners now, so we get to see
we're down to
2/3.
our last 5 races.
We get to see 2/3 of the runners on stream. I agree. How has there not been a Matlock game?
Are you sure there hasn't been?
Oh. Maybe it was so
At
good.
Halloween.
Maybe it was so good it was pulled from the market. Maybe it's lost media. There's only one person that has the cart. Exactly, Enemy. See, Enemy knows what's up. The Matlock video game would have been the original, whatever those Ace Attorney games were called. They should have been Matlock Ace Attorney.
All right. Racers are all readying up.
They're getting there. They're getting there.
Almost there.
And I will note, I still see, at least from my recollection, I still see 2 runners hanging tough that learned the game for this event.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the other contenders, but I do know Cheese Viking Games and Crab Cakes learned this race specifically.
Okay,
So
Discord
this goes to show
countdown.
you what practice can do.
Yeah, just, Wait, this is produced by Gary Kitchen? Of Gary Kitchen's Super Battle Tank fame? For the Super
wonder we
Nintendo?
started talking about food.
Yeah. Visit the Gary Kitchen. Hop in your Super Battle Tank. And blast off for the backyard of invincibility.
Yeehaw.
I think Enemy is suffering from some sort of ice cream-based food poisoning because he just said steak and ice cream are both beef. Well, they both come from cows. He's got us there.
The long-awaited enemy heel turn.
Wagyu cookie dough. Cookie dough is a carpaccio. Anything that is eaten raw or cooked is now a carpaccio.
Sure, why not?
See, that's what you get when you come to RGLtv. None of this sandwich versus taco pedestrian stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We have bold food arguments.
We are here to subvert expectations.
Oh no, Virus! There was a big car crash outside. Stay safe, Virus.
Oh no.
See, Ms. showing the wisdom that all babies are born with. If it fits in your mouth, it is now edible.
Yeah, I do believe Anthole linked it earlier in chat. We'll get it up there before the race is over again. But yeah, we do encourage all of you to join or learn this race for the next one. Like you're seeing, it's about a 5 to 6 minute run once you've got a lot of practice in.
Or don't practice and join. I mean, join for the sheer fun of it.
Join to get shoes and a sandwich.
Oh no! I hope Virus's invisible car did not get destroyed. Headphone wire, spaghetti, confirmed. These bat sprites, I wish these bat sprites were on screen a little bit longer because they are fantastic.
They are fine bats.
That's from straight from the Electro Brain of Electro Brain Incorporated. All rights reserved.
Big Electro Brain moment.
Yes. See, in the progression, it's always been left out because it's just been taken to be assumed that at the end of the Galaxy Brain progression of images is the Electro Brain at the end.
Y2KY coming in hot with the sub.
The hot sub drop.
Buddy.
The hot drop.
Buddy.
Hot drop confirmed.
Alright, so we have Smart Alec, Cheese Viking Games, and Fire Broth up top doing zips. Crab Cakes just joining them now.
Fire Broth. That's a good name for a soup. I think I've made something that I'd be willing to call Fire Broth. Hot water.
Old Nate has been bestowed a gift. Would you look at that?
That's my gift. I've gotten a gift. That's what happened. Thank you for the gift sub, Y2KY. And Smitty's Pop, thank you for the bongo tap.
And thank everyone for joining us today.
Yes. Everybody show off your electro brains. This really does capture the essence of high school. Walking through the back corridors of the school, carrying the hamburger.
Hiding from green people.
Bouncing, just uncontrollably bouncing around.
Just running into walls fast enough to go through them.
Try it enough times. Soup in a casserole. Ramen is cream ale.
Nothing means nothing.
Nothing means nothing. I've been maligned. Hot bean juice. If you make it right, it's hot bean juice. Smart Alec securing the on-stream victory. The heart just floating around just gets me. I don't know what it is about it. Just it's big old heart. It's beaten. No blood. No blood at all. And you know who knows? Who knows if the heart is actually an enemy?
Crab Cake's finishing up, defeating the alien, rescuing the girl with a sandwich, saving the Ghoul School.
Man.
Turning it into Cool School.
I want to be rescued by a sandwich.
Me too, Bald Nate. Me too.
I've got no bread in the house. Got tortillas. I can make tacos. And here are the results. Crab Cakes eliminated. Good showing. Crab Cakes.
GG Crab Cakes.
And with that, the field is now cakeless, but not foodless. We still have both cheese and broth in the running. Which food will reign supreme? We'll find out. But Kha'Zix with his first sub-5 of the race, I believe.
With authority as well, yeah. So now we have 3 racers total putting in sub-5s.
Sub-5 race day. Yep, enemy showing his prodigious and sizable grasp on logic. And yes, Miz, eagle-eyed Miz, noting JKL did not finish in first place.
Yeah, now is when we're gonna start seeing some people maybe try to throw out the complicated strats to get that little extra advantage, but possibly backfiring on them.
See, but I'm looking at the leaderboard. You know, in 5th place for this last race, we had a 6 flat. So there's still. I figure there's still folks doing some calculus saying, hey, it's not about being first. It's about not being last. Stick with some stable strats, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, all of the racers have readied up. Is French toast just cake? Well, it's at least cake. Cake adjacent. It's an open-faced sandwich. And I think that's what I'm going to start calling a loaf of bread. It's a bag of open-faced sandwiches.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
You've gone too far now, Bald Nate.
I've not gone far enough. Cake-esque. Thanks again for racing crabs. Should be seeing the runners take off soonish. See, Toad gets it.
And we're off.
There we go. At this point, with only 5 runners, we have 80% of the runners on screen. The bat is such an interesting sprite. Just like...
Yeah, but like you were saying, though, it's a shame you don't really see it that much. It's
yeah.
In the beginning, and then she's gone.
Different bat. We need more. We need more of the bats and bats.
Right, both bats.
We need bat open parentheses s close parentheses % that features more bats. Firebroth getting hung up on a locker deboost of some sort. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Yeah, it looks like they may have gotten knocked backwards, which is the deboost you don't want to do. It is the deboost.
The anti-deboost. Just the boost.
Boosted makes me feel good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Big Mike referenced the fantastic Bustin' song. And I was reflecting upon, I'd seen a Bustin', except every time he says Bustin', it gets a little bit faster. But the way I discovered that video was because somebody linked it on the RGLtv events Discord, which is a Discord you ought to join. Because not only will you get hot memes, you'll also find out about all the events that we put on. Events that you could watch, events that you could submit runs to, events like this one, that's a tournament. Enemy TV, ready with the Discord command that prints out our Discord URL that starts with discord.gg. So hit up the RGLtv events Discord.
Join us.
Hang out with us. It's a comfy place. We can talk about the latest A Question of Character. I wonder if Mr. Ghoul School at some point might be the focus of A Question of Character.
Maybe.
He certainly has an interesting life at school.
Maybe next Halloween.
Enjoys a good burger.
Ah, yes, like Anthol said, you can ask us to host an event. We definitely will work with people hosting races. We have all the back-end infrastructure for it, which is really, at the end of the day, one of the hardest things to do, other than finding runners, is getting everything working smoothly, which we pretty much have.
Backyard infrastructure, front yard infrastructure.
For the low price of a 3-hour argument about semantics of food, you too can hold your event at RGL.
Yep, I mean, you know, it's the price you have to pay, but it's affordable. JKL just throwing burgers all over the place. That's wasteful. That is disrespectful to the hamburger sandwich.
So we have Kha'Zix and JKL. They're pretty close together. In fact, they're almost synced up.
No, okay. They both get through the door almost at the same time. They're whipping it. Oh, Kha'Zix with an excellent... Oh, wow. Very close.
Very, very close.
Burst with the Philip Glass joke. Also, happy birthday, Silver Moon, the 9,000th. Is Die Hard a sandwich? Is a burger a Christmas movie?
I hope so.
I tell you one thing, every time I bite into a homemade smash burger with cheese, it's like Christmas Day. That's because my cast iron griddle is a time machine.
Alright, looks like Cheese Viking Games unfortunately has missed a bunch of zips this race, and everyone else Oh, he's getting a nice
we're zooming in
on the boss with the sandwich. Zooming in on cheese.
Zooming in on the grudge kill.
Sandwich murder.
The Burger is a year-round movie. And as you might have suspected, Cheese Viking Games has been eliminated. But thank you for joining us today. GG, Mr. Viking Games.
Indeed. And now we're on to the Final Four, which means from now on, every racer will be on screen all the time.
Yep. No off-stream shenanigans now. But no, look at these times. JKL and Kha'Zix with sub 5, Smart Alec with a 506, and Fire Broth with a 539. So the podium, 10 seconds of separation between each podium member, but we have seen pretty consistent runs from the podium. Though I will note, we have the average column over to the right. We can see JKL's average, sub 5.
And just as a testament to how any race can matter in a KONOT, you look on the right, you'll see the Concake still has the 4th highest time, or 4th best time in the race.
Oh, and with Cheese Vikings elimination, it's final. Broth is the food with Ghoul School supremacy. Sorry for cheese and cake of all varieties.
Cakes. 2 cakes.
2 cakes. Cakes is his. Fourth best PB. Smitty is a panini. That means somewhere there exists a sandwich press that is Smitty-sized.
Well, and I got to put this out there now. If you've ever seen The Fifth Element, the argument is just shattered apart because out of his own mouth, I am a meat popsicle. Everything is food. Bruce Willis is food. Die Hard is food. There's no end to it.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're meat. I'm definitely not a skeleton.
You could be, though.
Yet.
With a little bit of work.
Yet. Look, I'm working. Hashtag long-term goals.
Join the skeleton army.
Look, I'm working on the xylophone. I'm almost there.
Oh, Cheese, you have no idea.
If you play it in reverse, it'll be hard to understand. Yeah, shoutouts to them. Shoutouts to the Skeleton Army. Much respect. No two bones about it.
Alright, so Kha'Zix Fire Broth in the weight room, getting those shoes. Taking a little bit of an early lead, perhaps. Everything is going to be a little bit desync just due to the nature of capturing runners from different areas that we have lag, but that's why we do the syncing up on the back end with our handy-dandy race bot.
And racers from all over the world. This is an international Ghoul School race.
I know. I think we may even have someone from Indiana.
Cool. Oh, somebody cheered. Thank you for that cheer. I'll scroll up. That's scroll worthy. Crab cakes.
Cheer
With
cakes.
a cool $quarter. I'm gonna have to note to myself after the race. I'm gonna look up to find if someone's ever made a joke that plays off Indiana versus out Deanna.
Hey,
Somebody's workshopped that. Well, that's not a joke. That's the building. That's the moving parts of a joke. It's a meta joke. Someone out there has turned it into an actual joke. Donate that quarter to Baldy. I've got next on the Ghoul School upright. They made a burger shop from that joke. Well, it all ties together. In and out, in Indiana and out Deanna.
Fair enough. They named the dog out Deanna.
They did. Never really dawned on me until today that hiding inside of the name Indiana is the name Deanna. Or I guess most people say Diana. English is weird. English is the true horror of this Halloween horror marathon. Are Tootsie Rolls dinner rolls? Tootsie Rolls are from a very interesting class of food called extruded foods.
Oh, look at you with those $10 words.
Oh, I got that one on sale for $7.42. Anthole, not a fan of Indiana.
Everybody's a little bit desynced this time.
I'm a little bit desynced.
Screen appearances, it does seem JKL has come out to a large lead, slightly followed by Kha'Zix, but we will have to get the official RaceBot results.
As always. The Kha'Zix. Okay, I've seen multiple players try. There's like this. So like there's the burger finish that I've seen before. You go all the way to the left of the screen and you sort of gently waft. You do a hook shot with the burger.
Yeah.
To free your lady friend. But then multiple times I've seen people just like go into the pit and throw burgers. I
believe that is faster, but it is way more precise.
Apparently.
Getting it to hit from inside the pit.
I think I've only noticed once it going really quickly, and every other time it's been like this. Let's put it this way: it seems like Yakety Sax should be playing when it doesn't work. Just throwing burgers all over the place. Okay, and with that, all of the on-stream runners have finished. Which, as it turns out, all of the on-stream runners is all of the runners. There are the official results. Fire Broth, the last of the foods have been eliminated. Thank you for joining us, Fire Broth. An excellent fourth place finish elimination. And then there were three. JKL, Kha'Zix, and Smart Alec the 24th. And the spread has shrunk considerably, 446 to 516. Rylas misses the Godzilla cam.
We all do. We all do.
Maybe it's time for you to change your avatar, Big Mac. Move from symbolic to portraiture. Yep, the last of the foods. Bronze medal race coming up next.
best part is, after all this, the next KONOT is an entire economy based around Walmart.
Yep. The original beef jerky.
Just mortar up your meat and hope for the best.
See, at least where it's hot. See, seal up a cut of meat in a wall? It's basically an oven. Heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Battle broth. That sounds terrifying.
Battle broth.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to admit, I've had some pretty spicy food soups in my day, and some of them have done some battle.
And we are off. So
Where go?
For the bronze of the tournament. Wondering if
Meat
we
mortar.
see any advanced time-saving strats here, or are they going to go for a more consistent approach?
At least from what I've seen so far, I am starting to suspect that we have been seeing the strats at play. That we will continue to see the same strats at play, because I feel like the various runners have sort of perhaps they've zoned in on what strats they're most comfortable with. I think what's going to separate it out is just, you know, how much consistency they have with fast execution. Because as we've seen, you know, getting into the zips, there's menuing, there's movement, the D-boosts. There's a lot of stuff that you do it right, you don't lose any time. You do it wrong, time loss adds up pretty quickly.
We have Smart Alec going for removing the basketballs, a little bit of safety.
And Kazakh's had to reset the weightlifting room. And as a result, Smart Alec and Kazakh's much closer to each other than they were before.
All three now have the spring shoes. Smart Alec taking the Death Warp back to the door.
So JKL appearing to be in the foreground. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's just a slightly different revision. Perhaps JKL is also in the backyard of invincibility, but it just doesn't render quite the same. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be the saturation levels or capture frame rate as well.
Even in places where they should be mostly obscured.
I'm not
Very
sure.
interesting. Very interesting.
You'll have to keep an eye on that.
Take a scientist to explain.
Oh, you can do it. Be in the foreground if you do it slightly differently.
Oh, there we
slightly
go.
different menuing.
Cheese Viking Games, not just a Viking game, but also a scientist. Thank you for that explanation. Cheese Viking scientist. Not just for your sandwich.
Alright, JKL looks like pulling out to a bit of a head start. Kazakh's joining them in the ductwork, and Smart Alec finishing up the warps to get there as well.
Smart Alec has some ground to gain if they don't want to be eliminated. There's a monkey in this game? Well, that's a good one. I'm thinking the floating heart would be a good emoji. That seems like a good Franker face right there.
Yeah, that is. Alright, so yeah, JKL taking out the boss, doing the sandwich lob, not going into the pit.
The far lob. The downtown sandwich. You ever had a downtown sandwich, Mike?
Not without a squad car getting involved.
Kozak's also done, and Smart Alec whipping it.
Lobbing the sandwich, saving
Raps
the girl, making Ghoul School become Cool School.
So we saw the on-stream timing, but as always, our Discord race bot gives us the official race results, which I expect we will be seeing on stream shortly. And there it is. Smart Alec the 24th has been eliminated, but on the podium, third place finish for Smart Alec. Well done, and thank you for racing with us today. And let's see. Oh, will you look at that spicy, spicy time from JKL? 4:35.
And now, let's see what risks they all make in the final race.
And now is the moment.
Yeah, somebody gonna bust out a really risky strat to get the advantage.
Because now there's no one to hide behind anymore. JKL surprises himself. Didn't know safe strats could go that low.
Oh, Whitehead is a 430 with these strats. Huh.
Smooth execution can take you really far in a lot of games. Cheetah hype!
Alright, looks like the two of them are just about ready to go.
Shoutouts to Gary Kitchen.
Gary Kitchen and Electro Braid.
And what I'm going to ask you for here is, when this final round is wrapping up, when they break the tape at the end of the race, just everybody go ham with Electro Brain.
Spam that Electro Brain. We must have it.
Must. Okay, they're getting ready. The final. The e-final. The final. Nobody saw anything. Didn't see a thing.
So this is just going to take, especially with damage boosting, a lot of precision, and we are off.
Don't mind, we got a little bit of runner desync, but don't worry, they're fine. They are racing from different hemispheres.
Some of the monsters, you will notice, will knock them back a little bit more, so they will opt to kill it instead of trying to take the damage boost. But that can save them precious seconds if they can manage it, or if they get knocked back down the stairs. That is a big time loss.
But They both get I think the second try after getting knocked back the stairs. They both sneak underneath the Stair Guardian.
Stair Boss is truly a run killer. They try to warp through, and they are both on their way. Very close to each other, on screen at least.
Yep. We play by... Our commentary has to be by what's on screen, but... we'll enjoy it all together.
Alright, mostly avoiding the tiny Frankenstein's monsters. Through the gym, avoiding basketballs like a pro.
Sneaking in some D-boosts in there.
Just like in the NBA, no one's playing defense. We have one
JKL.
death taken from JKL.
Curious if that was... semi-intentional? Probably.
Yeah, not sure. They both death boost back to the door.
Oh, Deshauna, thank you for that gift sub bomb.
Oh, nice. Yeah, buddy.
Thank you for the support. Support helps us continue with this fine programming. Okay, we've got front yard of invincibility versus backyard of invincibility. Let's go!
You know, so they still will see you in the backyard, but either way, you're invincible.
They can do nothing. Just like when I'm in my backyard. They can see me, but they can't do anything.
And you can see there, that door is a great equalizer as well. If you are able to do the frame perfect jump immediately, that can save you a lot of time versus having to go for it multiple times. Kha'Zix's having a little bit of issue with the zips.
Interesting that there's just enough repetition of screens in this game where, despite the runners not being synced at all, there'll be a moment to where they are on the same screen.
Right.
Just by happenstance.
Yeah. This corridor can really, if they get the zips perfect, can really make or break the run.
This game really captures the reality of most large institutional construction. Very alienating architecture. Built to disorient.
They are now in the ductwork with the creepy skull posters on the wall. Whoever let them design it like that was weird.
I find that the only thing comforting in this entire school is the skull poster. Oh, there's a wayward weightlifter just hanging out in the hallway.
Oh yeah. Avoid the hat monkey.
Hat monkey throwing wrenches or bones at you? Looks like a wrench.
Maybe both.
Bone wrenches. Hard hype. Okay, everybody get your electro brains ready.
JKL at the boss. Getting ready with the lob sandwich.
Ooh, first try lob. No bones about it.
Now Kha'Zix's on to the final boss.
Spin it.
They do the pit
Rip it,
strat. They're
rip it.
trying the pit strat.
And they are both done. Yeah, let me see those electro brains.
Electro brain.
Cool school. Electro brain, cool school, electro brain. We will see the official final results shortly.
Yeah, big GGs to all of our runners today. Thank you all for joining. And we do encourage everyone else to learn this race because I'm sure we will be having another one.
It's a tradition, unlike any other.
And it is official on the books. JKL takes it with a final time of 4:40.9.
Hozix with the silver medal. Thank you for joining us, everybody. A great showing. And geez, don't take our word for it. Take Mr. Viking Game's word for it. It's a very easy run to learn. And he really enjoyed it.
Hard to master.
Just like Othello / Reverse Eye. But there we go. And that wraps up the first of our 2 KONOTs of this marathon. And let's see. I'm going to check out.
Played it for the first time Thursday, so you have it there, straight from Decilus's mouth.
There you go. Also Go, true. Go, excellent game. Doesn't work well in the KONOT format, though. And here we are working to see if maybe we'll have an...
One second, we're gonna see about maybe having an interview.
More of a Go-Not game, that's true. I'm looking forward to the first donut tournament we put on.
Dope. Alright, we're going to be joined by JKL shortly for a bit of an interview. Alright, you there, JKL? We might need Virus to level you up a little bit, but yeah, you are live and GG.
Hear me?
Yes, congratulations, JKL. How you feeling?
I cannot hear when Baldnate speaks.
Baldnate, oh no!
That's okay. Mike will take it.
And now I can't hear at all. Give me one moment, I will restart my Discord here and see if that helps.
Donut is literally a nut. Gotta admit, I've seen a lot of pictures of burgers made with donuts as buns.
Alright, JKL rejoined. Let's give this another try. JKL, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Well, congratulations. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I was having a little bit of a headache and cold earlier today, so I was just happy to get some sleep right before the race so I could perform.
Well, that's good. We're glad you were able to join. I know you had been given a lot of tips throughout the lead up to the event with some more advanced strats.
Yeah, I just want to help people get into this run because I feel like it's it's a little bit underrepresented with runs because I feel like it's such an easy game to pick up, but there's still so much more you can get out of the world record. I think the world record is like a 4:16 now, and I believe you can still push it down another 10 seconds, so it would be a lot of fun if people actually went into the game and tried to go for world record just to push that time below 4:10.
Oh wow, yeah.
New
Were there
frontier
any-
of times.
Yeah, were there any huge time-saving skips maybe you didn't go for because of how risky they were in the race?
Well, I only went for the air duct skip on the final race just because I wanted to show it off. Because if you fail that one, you will lose the invisibility, and you gotta fight the boss without invisibility, which is very RNG heavy, whether or not you will be able to beat the boss or not. So
Okay.
I didn't go for that one. But also I did not go for, in the gym you can boost over both enemies, but I didn't boost over the second one because you need you need a pixel perfect and a frame perfect setup to get it consistently. And if you
Okay.
miss it, it's like a 10 seconds time loss.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a risky trade-off in a race situation.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
with the times at the end, like 10 seconds could easily sink a race. So
Yeah, like like even a player like me that can get sub 420s can get a 520 even with the safe strats, just because of how hard every single boost is. Because we're talking about around 80% of the boosts are a 1 to 3 frame window to get, so it's really rough to get every single one, and each one saves like 3 to 4 seconds. So it's a really rough race game because you need to be really consistent and just get the damage boost every single time.
no, certainly. So it sounds like you, in your opinion, I may be going out on a limb here, but it feels like you'd like this to maybe be like the next Strider, a game that can be picked up quickly, but that everyone should pile into and make their contribution.
Yeah, I mean, this game you can, if you sit down with someone that knows the game, you can probably learn it in under 15 minutes. So I definitely think this could be the next Rider if someone gave it a shot and really got it up on a big stage and showed it really well.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I've been
That's
trying to get this game into ESA ever since I started speed running, but it has gotten denied every single time. So I'm still hoping that ESA will pick it up at some point.
Stay strong. Be persistent.
Yeah, we definitely wish you luck with that because, yeah, this is a very nice sub 10-minute run, and I feel that's kind of like the sweet spot for a lot of people.
Definitely. You know, it's a much larger ask, even for speedruns where the tech is very simple and straightforward. If it's a 30-minute run, though, a lot of people that's gonna put them off. But for this one, you know, even when you're first learning, it's gonna be sucked. You can get a lot of runs.
I mean, the first run I did, I think that was for a big 20. I think my first run was around 8 minutes, and the next run was around 7 minutes. Then I got down to 6, and then like you saw improvements so quickly that it was a lot of fun to just grind it because you saw that you got more consistent, that you understood why things didn't work, because there is a few things in this game that is a little bit that you need knowledge about. For example, the shower room is on global cycle, so just knowing how the showers activates in there can save you like a couple seconds on a bad cycle. And you have like sub-pixels when doing damage boost, which can make a 2-frame window a 1-frame window, or the other way around, a 1-frame window a 2-frame window. So it's a very easy game to speedrun, but it's a really hard game to master, basically.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were even watching the last race. That stair boss was having some really nasty knockback.
Yeah, I said that in the race, in the race chat, that's probably one of the hardest like boosts that you gotta do, because you can't really kill him in a quick way either.
No, you just need to hope that you hit him just right and get popped out the other side and not knocked back down the stairs.
Yeah.
And that's a great example of a situation. It plays out very differently in PB attempts versus a race. Because stair boss, relatively early in the run, if you're going for PBs, mess up the stair boss, you don't get the D-boost you want, okay, just reset. But in a race, now you gotta have a better strategy than that. So.
Yeah, I think I had slightly easier time with this stair boss just because I had one additional strat for it, because it's a newer strat that I don't think anyone else has learned. Basically, you can do 3-frame perfect jumps and you can jump over him instead. So you save like 2 seconds or something, and I did get that like 2 or 3 times, and just not having to care about the timing your walk under him and just being in a rhythmic jumping pace, so to speak, made it a lot less stressful for me, I believe.
Ooh, hot off the presses strats on display in this tournament.
Yeah, we are definitely hoping you're able to get this into a larger event, because something like this, especially since I think we'll probably be doing another race next year, getting a lot more people in here could lead to some more general shenanigans for sure, because you'll have a lot more people maybe trying the risky strats in a race and seeing where it gets them. But yeah, since it is a around 5 to 8 minute race, depending on skill level, you're going to be able to get, I think, a lot of people to join.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing I was a little bit sad over was that Toad didn't join. I wanted to race him again in this game, because it's such an honor to race one of the really good NES speedrunners out there. So I'm hoping he will join the next one.
No, it is
well, here's hoping.
One of life's pleasures to match up against Toad in a tournament setting. You can attest. But I think at this point,
GGJKL.
Yes,
thank you for joining us for the interview. But I think we are just about ready to start transitioning to our next KONOT, which is, of course, Castlevania 1. So everyone, make sure you stick around and stay spooky.
Stay spooky, everybody!